Hey, we are back with another review, and today we got our September 2020 Zanini box to check out. So without further ado, let's hop right into this review. Let's see what pins and cards we got from Pedro this month. So let's see what sets we ended up getting this month on those cards, because those are a newer item that Pedro is dropping, which is nice. And then we have the pins, which is what we all came here for, and he's been putting this little label over the end of the box to kind of let you know what month it actually is, because I've been confused before, especially when I first got signed up. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take this cheater sheet and we're going to push that all off over here to the corner. There, we'll leave it right there. And then how we do it here is I just start pulling stuff out. I'm going to leave the cards in there for now. We're going to do the pins, and we'll do the first one, which is, oh my gosh, we got the Hulk. No way, dude. What a great pin. Dude, this is amazing. What? Look at that Hulk. We are going along with our Marvel's Avengers theme, and the Hulk is definitely a founding member of the Avengers, and he is featured here in pin form, which is awesome. We got classic comic Bruce Banner Hulk right there. That is awesome. And he's raging right there. You can see some vein popping out on his neck, shoulders, and chest. That is sick. Pedro, good job on that one from the Avengers wave. That is awesome. Let's see what else we got. Nice. We got Homer Simpson. Very nice. Very nice. Is there two M's in that, or is it just one? Interesting. It just looks different, but that is an awesome Homer Simpson. Check that out. Look at that rendition of Homer right there. There is the donut, and there's Homer. That is actually a superb sculpt of Homer Simpson right there. Wow, that is great job on that one there, Pedro. That is a really good rendition of Homer Simpson. Check that out. Yeah, that is awesome. All right, cool. So that is part of the television line? The television line, I imagine. Or a popular, it could just be a popular pop culture icon, I guess. But I think it's the TV line. We'll see when we look at the cheat sheet. Next, we have Hot Girl. Very cool. So we got some DC-age going on here. Let's see if we can snatch that. And it looks like we have the newer rendition of Hawk Girl from the, what is it, Justice League? So there we go. We got Hawk Girl right there. It has her little insignia there at the bottom. Again, it has that DC border on it, which goes in theme with the other DC pins that he dropped. If you're collecting them and putting them on a board like I am, it looks actually really nice. And once we're done with the full year, I'll show you a year in review of all the pins that we got from Zanini box, and we'll look at all the sets that we've gone through, because it's nice to see them as we go, but it's going to be real nice to see them once the sets are completed, at least the runs for the year, if you would. So let's see what next we have. Make sure I turn this upside down. All right, we got, oh sick, we got Grand Theft Auto 5. Awesome. That is an amazing game right there for the Xbox. That is pretty much the only reason why you pretty much need to own Xbox One is for this game. No, there's a lot of other games on there too, but The Adventures of Michael, I forget the other two guys that you play as, but I know this dude, the actor who plays him is on The Walking Dead. I do know that. Plays Simon, I believe, but I do remember playing the game as Michael for the most part through the game. Trevor, shoot, I forget his name, but he had the sickest house of all of them, pretty much, on top of the hill, where he basically, yeah, he had a pretty sick house. Michael's house, I think, was pretty much the same the whole time through the game, but Trevor gets a little bit of an upgrade to a different type of a trailer, I think, in a northern part of a city. But anyway, Grand Theft Auto 5 right here, a limited edition, pretty sick, this pin right here. And look at the way that the bright, brilliant V on there is for the 5. That money green looks great. The 5 font, perfect. This is absolutely perfect. Great for photo ops, too. I mean, Grand Theft Auto 5, what a phenomenal game. Phenomenal game. All right, I think we got the, I'm not sure what that is, but let me see here. The other one is at the very end of the pack. All right, I'm just going to have to pull out whatever this is. I don't know what this is. Oh, nice. We got some backers. These are metal backers for these particular pins, which is cool. This is actually something you can ask for on the site. Let's take these out the bag. You know, let's just pop the bag open. This is something you could upgrade on the site when you're buying the pins, and this is what they look like. So here's the GTA one. Nice black enamel back, and here is the metal clasps, which actually have like a locking mechanism on there. And there you go, it is fully engaged right there, and it shouldn't pull off, but you have to actually depress these two little wing nuts to actually release it, versus something like the one that it comes with, which I chose this one when I originally got the plans because I'm going right on the board, so these actually get pulled off and put off somewhere. But if I was to actually put this on something and travel out and about, I would probably prefer these metal ones because of the locking mechanism. If you have this on, it's very easy for this to get caught on something and just be pulled off, especially when this is on the other side of the fabric or whatever it's pinned to. So I would definitely recommend, if you're going to do something where you're going to wear the pins or put them on something that you wear like a backpack, get the metal clasp just for the locking mechanism alone. So nice that Pedro included those in this order, and plus I got to explain a little bit of, you know, what the purpose is of those particular clasps, and they're a little bit of an upgrade too. The locking mechanism is very nice, and it's all metal. So but I like the rubber ones because, again, mine goes on a board anyway. So now I could see that there's the other one. Let me rotate this trading card set around, and we'll pull the last one out. Let's see what we got here. Nice, we got Robocop. Very sick. So we got some more 80s movie madness going on here with Robocop. Look at that. That is awesome. And that's classic rendition of 80s Robocop, which is really great. Man, that is awesome. I like how he's doing the 80s scene. It really, the fandoms that he's catering to really are appropriate for the people who would be appealed by this particular box. The pop culture references and stuff are definitely going to appeal to people in their probably 20s, 30s, and 40s, I imagine. So Robocop is a sick addition to the line. It's going to look sick on the pin board with the other 80s icons that we got from the Zanini box pin drops. So now we have the cards in here. Let's pull those out. Yep, and that is it from the cards. Let's do this. Let's check out the back here. So we got, the backs look pretty much the same, but let's check out the front here. So we got the first one, we got Marvel Superheroes, The Secret Wars #1, which, you know me, I love the mini comic ones best because they look like little mini comics, and they're great for display pieces, especially because I have a lot of comic characters in my collection of figurines and other collectibles. So I do like these. I dig these miniature comic books. So these are really cool. And you can see right there, we got our classic Avengers characters on there with the X-Men. Pretty much any Marvel superstar is on the front of this particular issue right there. Next, we have the first issue of Wolverine, which is him in that classic brown and gold garb right there with his adamantium claw retracted there, extracted. Yeah, extracted. There you go. Not retracted. But there you go right there. There's this classic unmasked beard, which is pretty cool right there. And here we have Action Comics #2. Check that out. Right there, 1938. Now, we did get the #1, which was the first appearance of Superman. So here we have Action Comics #2 right there, which is really cool. Now, the next line we got is movies. So let's see what we got for the movies line. We have Titanic here, Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. This is and again, on the back of these, you could simply scan this QR code, and it'll take you to an area where you could either buy it digitally, I believe, or physically. One or the other, or both. It's going to be those type of options where they're at, but it also gives you some information on the back here. And for the movie ones, it gives you a little bit of an autograph bar at the bottom if you want to get something signed or something at a convention. They're easy to pack to a convention for autographs. Same thing goes with the comic ones. It'll take you to the issue itself, but it also will tell you information about how everything came together for that first issue, like the basic information you would want to know. And then again, scan that and go check out the issue if you want to check it out digitally and just read it now, or you can get a physical copy of it. So here we have Titanic, so go check that out. And again, these cards are also added as an add-on to your order, or you can buy them separately as well. But I believe you have to buy the entire set when you do buy them. So here we have $1 Million Baby, Clint Eastwood, Hilary Swank, and Morgan Freeman. There is that one. And here again, we have some information about the particular movie. And then again, you can scan that code and it'll take you to the Promised Land. So here next we have the Hurt Locker, which is a pretty good movie, a war movie. Again, this is the information right here on the back as we have here. Again, scan this code right here and it'll take you to a digital or physical copy of that movie if you're interested in checking it out. Next, we have games. So we have Death Stranding right here, which is a great Hideo Kojima game, which is pretty cool on the PS4, which is a newer game that they have released that they pre-ordered it. They had a lot of deluxe packages, and then they did a lot of skins in games too. I know Days Gone had a skin where you can have the gas tank on your bike with the BB inside of it floating around in the gel, and it actually would move, which was kind of interesting. But needless to say, pretty cool game. This starred Norman Reedus, who plays Daryl in The Walking Dead. He is the main, character in this game. You pretty much play as him the entire game, and yeah, it's like one of those games that you would consider more of a masterpiece, if you would, the way that it was engineered and played. But here is the autographed area at the bottom here. It also tells you the platforms, which is basically Steam or PlayStation. Scan this code, it'll take you to a physical copy, I imagine, of the actual game itself. I don't think it's going to have links on. It might have a link on there for Steam, but I doubt it, because the ones that I've scanned have brought me basically to a link on Amazon. Wouldn't have like Steam integrated to it. But anyway, next we have Super Smash Bros. Ultimate right there. Check that out. Some of your favorite Nintendo characters featured in on this card, which is definitely cool. And here we have right there, developer Bandai, release date 2018, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Pretty cool. Oh, look, it even tells you a fighting game at the top. Let's see what it had for this one. It says game direction. Oh, okay, gotcha. That's basically the awarded one. Okay, gotcha. So platform Switch, and again, scan that code. It'll take you to the physical copy, I imagine, of this one. The digital one would probably be done through the Nintendo store. So there's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Next and last, we have Activision's Pitfall, which is an Atari game for the 2600 and probably the 2100, or no, I guess it's just 2600, so it says it right there. And then released by Activision 1982. Again, scan this copy, and I actually don't know where this would take you, because, yeah, maybe buying the physical copy of the game. I should probably scan this one after we're done with this video, but again, I opened it here live for you, so I wasn't able to check this out ahead of time, but I wonder where that would actually take you if you scan that, because the game is no longer available, unless it is available on Amazon or something. Interesting. We got Pitfall here, which is really sick. I actually like this artwork on this particular, from basically the box label of the game Pitfall. So from Activision, from the Atari 2600, that's a really cool finisher right there for the set. And you also get a nice card sheet to add to your binder, which is what I like to do. So that's pretty cool to store them. I keep them actually in a folder with all those in them. So it's pretty cool to keep them and look back at them. Some of the artwork and the cards are pretty dope on that. So why don't we check out the spoiler card and see what we get, and then we'll do a little roundup here. So looks like with the basic box, you would end up getting Robocop, which is from the movies / TV shows line. We got cartoons. It's going to be Homer Simpson right there, and then you would get the game Grand Theft Auto under the games line. Now, if you got the standard box, you would have gotten Hawkgirl from the Justice League. If you got the premium box, you would have got the Hulk from the Avengers wave that is dropping. And again, you can get any of these pins subscribed or individually, and add one of these metal backers for easy transport on soft goods or anything like that, or backpacks. You can add those onto your order right there if you're interested in checking out, giving your pins a little bit of an upgrade. But if you plan on keeping them on a pin board, I would just recommend getting the rubber backer, because there's no need to pay more. But if it's something where you think you might actually travel out and about and you don't want to lose your pin, go for the metal upgrade if you would. So you can also add these cards, which are pretty cool. I definitely dig the comic ones. That's probably, I'd say, my favorite ones. I like the comic ones, and some of the game ones probably best, because I like how they have the actual box art from some of the games and stuff that I have larger, so they're almost kind of like a miniature version of them. So I think that's what kind of my draw is for those. But obviously when you buy them, you can buy the whole set of them, which is actually at a pretty affordable price if you're interested in those. And again, check that out on the website, and all these plans will be outlined on the website. There's a link down in the description. Go down there and save yourself some money. Use code gentleman, and yeah, some pretty fire pins this month. Why don't you let me know down in the comments below which one of these pins is your favorite, which card was your favorite from the card drop from this month, down in the comments below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want more content like this, subscribe for more, because I do reviews every single day, so look out for that. And have a great rest of your day.